Assalamu alaikum everyone, how are you? Hope you are well. Today inshallah we are going to start with the final unit in our English book, Unit 18, Period 1 Revision, Muraja. And in this unit we are going to talk about a story, عن قصة, and the name of the story is A Rescue, A Rescue, A Rescue, اللي هي إنقاذ. Okay. Before we start the story, let's look at this photo. As we can see, we have the map of the world, excellent. The map of the world, خريطة العالم. And here we can see countries and continents. Okay, as we can see here we have Asia, Europe, Europa, Africa, North America and South America. And here we have Australia. And we have some countries here in the map. Here we have Finland, it's in Europe. We have Palestine, which is our country, Palestine, in the Middle East in Asia. And here we have USA, اللي هي الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية, America, in America. Okay, so we have three different countries here in three different continents, في ثلاث قارات مختلفات. Now, let's see our story, activity number 1, listen and read. Before we listen, let's look at the pictures here. Here we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 photos. In photo number 1, as we can see, we have a scientist, عالم, and she is a girl or woman, عالمة. She is working. Where does she work? احنا أخذنا. Where does she work? What's this place? شو اسم هذا المكان? A science lab. Very good. So the scientist works in a science lab. Okay, and if we look here at the window, we can see that it's night because we have a moon and a قمر, then الدنيا ليل. Okay, in photo number 2, the scientist is not working on the lab, she's working on the computer. Yes, on the computer, and she is using the screen and the keyboard. She is writing something. تكتب إشي. لو طلعنا على السكرين على الشاشة نقدر نقرأه. What's this? Help me. Very good. Help me. ساعدوني. Okay, so تطلب مساعدة. إذن هي أكيد في عندها problem, مشكلة. بس ما بنعرف شو هي. خلينا نشوف بعدين نرجع نقرأ. In photo number 3, we can see a boy. Very good. And maybe she's his mom or sister, we don't know, but they are working on the computer here. They are reading something. بقرأ بإشي على السكرين ما بنعرف شو هو. The last one, the last photo, we have a police car and police officers with the scientist مع العالمة. Maybe they helped her, يمكن ساعدوها لأن كانت طالبة مساعدة في الصورة الثانية. ما بنعرف شو صار معها بالضبط, so we need to listen and know what happened with this scientist and what's her name, شو اسمها. So بدي منكم تسمعوا كتير منيح نعرف what's her name, شو اسمها لهاي scientist, what happened with her, شو صار معها, who helped her. Okay? So let's listen. Let's start 1, 2, 3.
Track 56. I'm going to read you a story about a rescue. Tarja was from Finland. She was a scientist. She worked in a science lab. One day, she worked late. Everyone went home. Tarja could not open the door. She did not feel well. There was no telephone in the science lab. There was a computer. She used the computer and wrote an email to ask for help. A boy in the USA read her email and told his mother. His mother spoke to the police. The police in the USA spoke to the police in Finland. The police in Finland rescued Tarja. Today we have mobile phones and can speak to police officers. They can come and rescue us. In the future, how will we get help? What do you think?
So this is the story about a rescue, and the name of the scientist is Tarja. This is her name, and she works in a science lab. So this is the most important thing now. So we have a scientist called Tarja. She works in a science lab. Now we are going to read. I want from you to listen carefully again and try to read after me. Tarja was from Finland. She was a scientist. She worked in a science lab. One day, she worked late. Everyone went home. Tarja could not open the door. She didn't feel well. There was no telephone in the science lab. There was a computer. She used the computer and wrote an email to ask for help. A boy in the USA read her email and told his mother. His mother spoke to the police. The police in the USA spoke to the police in Finland. The police in Finland rescued Tarja. Today, we have mobile phones and can speak to police officers. They can come and rescue us. In the future, how will we get help? What do you think? So this is the story. Now, in activity number 2, we are going to listen again and answer the questions. So let's start the questions now.
Track 57.
1. How many countries are there in the story?
How many countries are there in the story? How many countries are there in the story? How many يعني أنا بسأل عن عدد. How many كم عدد countries دول في الستوري. شو اسم الدول اللي ذكرت في القصة عنا؟ Yes, we have Finland and USA. Very good. So these are the 2 countries.
2. Who could not get out of the science lab?
Who could not get out of the science lab? Who? بسأل عن شخص من. Who could not get out of the science lab? مين ما كان قادر يطلع من الساينس لاب؟ Who? The boy? His mother? البوليس ولا Tarja? Tarja. Very good. So Tarja couldn't open the door. So this is number 2. Tarja couldn't open the door. 3.
Why?
Why? Why؟ اسألني ليش ما قدرت تطلع؟ Why؟ لماذا؟ She did not feel well because everyone went home and she didn't feel very well. Very good. Now 3.
3. What was her job?
What was her job? What was her job? ما هي وظيفتها لتاريا؟ What's her job? Excellent. She was a scientist. Very good. She was a scientist.
5. Who helped her?
Who helped her? Who helped her? برضو بنسأل هو عن شخص. Who helped her? من ساعدها لتاريا? Very good. a boy and his mother. A boy and his mother spoke to the police. أن البوي الطفل وأمه who read her email قرأوا الإيميل تبعها helped her.
How?
How did they help her? كيف؟ حكينا هاي الجواب. They read her email and spoke to the police. Very good. كيف ساعدوها؟ They read her email قرأوا الإيميل تبعها.
6. Who rescued her?
Who rescued her? Who rescued her? كمان who نسأل عن شخص. Who rescued her? مين أنقذها لتاريا؟ في آخر صورة عنا هون. Very good. The police in Finland rescued Tarja. So this is the answer of question number 6. The police in Finland rescued Tarja. So this is the story about a rescue. I want from you to read it again and answer the question correctly, please. Thank you for listening and see you soon. Goodbye.